musical family meeting presentation. Um, Let me first introduce myself. My name is Sarah Hoffman. This is my 13th year at Harrison Hill. This is probably more like my 17th show. We used to do 2 shows every year, and then my sanity got stretched way thinner and faster than I expected. And so we cut it down to 1 show a year, and it's been working really well. I have been doing theater since probably I was in elementary school. I was just recently in Rent at the Civic Theater up in Carmel, and I will be doing their spring show, Cat in the Hat, as well. My email and my phone number are located here, but probably the best place to get a hold of me is through Parent Square. I will try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But just so you know, that's the fastest way. It gets pushed right through to my phone, so I should be able to see it fairly quickly. The other best place to get information about this musical is this website right here. It's tinyurl.com/hhbots. And I'm going to click on it and kind of just give you a little bit of a tour because I know a lot of people have been confused about it, and I apologize. That is on me. So let's go ahead and take a tour real quick. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the calendar. And if you click on it, it should ask you to add calendar. If you add it, it'll just automatically sync up. And then when we're done with the musical, you can go ahead and delete it. Like it's fairly easy to delete and add. But this is going to tell you everything about our rehearsal and what we're doing that day. So for instance, Wednesday the 30th, we are doing rehearsal for Biting Bulldogs only. So if you are Bailey, Corey, Taylor, Riley, and these are the characters, not the students' names. So don't look for your student's name, look for the character that your students are playing in the show. Biting Bulldog Ensemble, Mrs. Duff, and then Bulldog the Robot. So that'll be who is called to rehearsal that day, as well as, I believe, yes, the 1st of December. And then you can toggle through, and then December's on there, and I believe a little bit of January. Oh, yeah, so a little bit of January. I will be updating that as we go. This is a TBA rehearsal. I'm trying to figure out if we want to have this or what we're going to do on this day. All rehearsals are until 4 o'clock, and there is no one to watch students after about 4:05. Excuse me. So please just make sure that you're here on time as possible. And please also let me know how your student is getting home. And if for some reason, like I know I have a lot of families who have young students or young children and maybe can't get out of the car. That's fine. Just mark them as like they're a car rider, but please just send them out when you're done at rehearsal and make sure they see my car, that kind of thing. That way I know how they're getting home. I want to make sure that everybody is safe and not walking in, horrible conditions as well. So just let me know how they are getting home through Parent Square. All right, going back to our Bots Garage, there's nothing here right now, but right now there is our music. So our music is all located on this YouTube section. So if you click on the speaker right here, this is the YouTube channel that has all of the songs with the words. So that's going to be really important to help your student learn the words. Then once they have become a little bit more comfortable and you're singing the songs in your sleep, you should start to transition over to this track right here, which is our karaoke track, thus the karaoke machine. And these are all the songs without the helping kids words, okay? So it'll just be our karaoke track, and they will have to be able to understand how to sing those songs without the helping words. So that is going to be something that's going to be really helpful to help you all understand where everyone is as far as memorizing goes. Which kind of brings me to, well, I'll get to that in a second. My email is located right here, so if you ever want to email me, my email is right there. And then you can just click home. I will be putting this presentation and other things on our YouTube channel, and that'll be located on a laptop that'll probably be right around here. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the musical fees. These are $20 and they're due by the 13th of December, which is quickly coming up. This was covered in the contract that you have, which I definitely need those contracts in because they are really important to help all of our students here in the show, as well as you, understand all of the expectations that we have for the musical, such as memorizing, student expectation and behavior, the shows, all of that. $20 is covered, or I'm sorry, $20 covers their costume. So anything that I give to them, we're buying shirts. Miss Pickerel is creating shirts for the teams. It'll be a lot of fun. Set design, scripts, the rights to the musical. In order to perform the musical, we have to buy the rights to do the musical, similar to the rights of music, et cetera, et cetera. So those can range from anywhere to like $500 to $1,200. So it gets kind of pricey, but that anything that's left over can carry over to the next year, and help anybody who might need some help, because right now I know it's really tight as far as finances goes. It's down to my last, like, I think $30. So I get it. If for some reason $20 is too much for you right now, just get a hold of me. Say, hey, would you mind if I paid it in February? Would you mind if I paid it in January? Would you mind if I skip this? I have angel donors who are happy to cover the cost of a student. So if that's something that you can't do right now, I totally get it. Just let me know. And it can be completely confidential. I just need to know that communication is crucial. This $20 also covers pizza for our party. Our party is a long Saturday rehearsal where we just go through the show multiple times so that your student is comfortable doing the show. And that day we're here on a Saturday, and that's located on that like calendar that I gave you. It's just in a sheet form, so it's just text, but it's highlighted in orange, and that's your schedule for I think the entire rehearsal process. So please remember to take a look at that. But that long Saturday, we have pizza for everyone, and I ask that everyone brings in something to pass, like chips or a drink or whatever, and we have a big party, and we do the show a bunch of times, and it's really fun. It also includes our ice cream party for the celebration at the end of the musical. All right, how can you make your student successful in the show? So one of the things that I always recommend is highlighting the script where your student says words. So if your student is Bulldog, then you're going to go through and look for all the lines that Bulldog has to say and highlight them solely with a highlighter. Markers tend to bleed through. They tend to be darker than you anticipate, so a bright yellow or orange highlighter works the best. Memorizing lines on a recording, I will make a video about this. This is how I do my lines, and I like doing it this way for students because it allows them to be able to be independent and memorize their lines on their own. And you can also help them by reading their lines with them. So you can read all of the people in the show that is not their lines and have them say their lines so they can listen for those signals to when they're supposed to say what they say on stage. Always have them perform and practice their songs and music, especially during the holiday season. Your student is, bored, they don't know what to do. This is a great time to be like, hey, go put on a show for us. Like, go show me your song, go sing me your song, go sing your song to grandma or grandpa or, Auntie Sue or whoever, So this is a great time for them to practice and perform in front of people to get comfortable with that. Please remember that memorization happens solely outside of rehearsal. So this is a huge misconception that I think everybody tends to assume that we memorize while we're at rehearsal. That is I would say it's like maybe 2% of our rehearsal time. Yes, students are trying to memorize as they do it, but memorization of lines, dances, and songs, that is going to happen outside of rehearsal and is the responsibility of families and that student to do that on their own time. So please make sure you're understanding that, because when they get to rehearsal, they should have things memorized. And it's located, what is expected to be memorized and when, on that calendar. We will be recording the show this year, so you'll have an option to purchase the DVD for $10. I will send home a sheet of paper probably after winter break that we will be posting also on the Bots Garage to tell me, hey, I would like a $10 DVD of my student's performance or whatever. All of that money is actually going right back to the school and not just the Dance and Drama Fund. So all of that money will be going towards all of the school's potential needs and stuff like that. So it's not a lot, but it definitely helps. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me through Parent Square or my email located at this garage right here. We call it the Bots Garage. I will be referring to this all the time. So please make sure to check your Parent Square and check the Here Often for new things.